Well, welcome everyone. I'm Dina Mansour. I'm the Associate Director at the Mansfield Center at the University of Montana. And it's wonderful to see you all here in such a special opportunity to celebrate one of our local youth. I want to first thank the City of Missoula and Mayor Engen for hosting this opportunity, and to thank Missoula's Community Access Television for providing us with the grant to live stream this and to provide it for later viewing. So I'll be the MC today. I just want to give you a little context on why we're here today, and then I'll hand it over to our president, Seth Bodner. So the University of Montana and the Mansfield Center have worked hand in hand with the U.S. Department of State since 2009 to fund international exchange opportunities for Montanans. We offer language training here for kindergarten through 12th graders, but we start by sending our high school youth overseas. And Ian Knight, as a 15-year-old, submitted an application to travel on a leadership program to Thailand. And he was willing to go to Bangkok with a population many millions more than the state of Montana, to go to southern Thailand and stay in an Islamic boarding school for a week, and then go to northern Thailand to live with hill tribes for another week. So he was asked, as were many of the other 1 million alumni that participate in State Department programs, to compete in a international citizen diplomacy challenge. And so he was asked to put forth a photo that to him was representative of his international experience. So 1 million people across the United States were eligible to compete for this award, and Ian Knight, a Hellgate senior, won this award. So we're excited that he's been chosen. He'll be flown to Washington, D.C. in May to have his photo highlighted at the new U.S. Diplomacy Center at the U.S. Department of State. So we're going to unveil the photo now, and then I'll ask President Bodner to come up.
So it is a striking photo, and I love the title. This is the first I've seen it of Unity, for those who can't see it. And I am incredibly excited to be here. I want to, first off, just start by congratulating Ian, not just for submitting this photo and for receiving this honor and the trip to D.C., but for having the courage, the bravery to step outside his comfort zone and learn about and understand other cultures, other faiths, other geographies. This is such an important part of developing as a young person. I grew up in a small town in western Pennsylvania, not western Montana, but western Pennsylvania, the son of 2 school teachers. And I had, before going to West Point, had been on an airplane once in my life as an infant, traveling to see a family member. So the idea of, as a 15-year-old, submitting an application to go halfway around the world and experience another culture, I would have never had the courage to do that. And I admire Ian for stepping up and for doing that, because it truly opens your eyes and develops you as a person in ways that you can't fully understand, and it provides perspective and knowledge of others that makes you, frankly, a better person, a better citizen. And I commend Ian for doing that. The opportunities I had to travel, through my time in the military, through my time while studying overseas, through my time as in business, have made me a much better person, a much more educated and thoughtful person as well. And Ian is getting that at a very young age. And that is at the core of what the Mansfield Center at the University of Montana is doing, and carrying on the legacy of the great Mike Mansfield in opening the eyes of Montanans from across our great state to the rest of the world. And it's also really at the heart of what the University of Montana is about, in terms of shaping informed, educated, respectful citizens who can engage in informed dialogue and discussions with people from different perspectives and different viewpoints. This is such a perfect example of what we at the university are trying to do, and also of the wonderful partnership between this community and this university. Since 2013, the Mansfield Center has sent, I believe, 80 students around the world to other countries. We are launching another experience, and our team here has brochures for a trip to Latin America. So to continue to provide opportunities for Missoulians, for Montanans to get out to engage with the world. And it is an honor to get to be a part of not just the Mansfield Center, but the University of Montana and this community, and opening those opportunities for young people and for people of all ages. So I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to congratulate Ian again and say what a privilege it is to get to not just view this beautiful picture, but to see a very tangible example of the benefit, the value of the work of the Mansfield Center and of the university together with this community. So thank you, everyone, and I'm going to turn it back over to Dina.
So we've been fortunate that the U.S. Department of State has supported these exchanges. As I mentioned, this is a leadership program. They've had more than 1 million alumni. And of those 1 million alumni around the world, 570 have become heads of state. So Ian has some things to look forward to. For example, we have Councilwoman Gwen Jones here, who also participated on an exchange to Cambodia sponsored by the Mansfield Center and the University of Montana. We're very grateful to partner with Missoula County Public Schools on these opportunities, and we have Superintendent Mark Thane here as well to talk about this program.
Thank you, Dina. What strikes me, I believe today most importantly, is that there's a common perception that high school students and teenagers in general have a monocular view of the world. And the photo today represents Ian expanding his personal lens and expanding his worldview. And I think it's so critical that we come to greater understanding of the cultural, political, and religious diversity in our world. And for students from Missoula, Montana to have such an opportunity is really incredible. And I think it speaks to the strength of the collaborations. The University of Montana, the Mansfield Center, the City of Missoula, and Missoula County Public Schools. And our students benefit from that significant collaboration. And I know that Ian's got big shoes to fill if, in fact, he continues his education and continues to further that worldview. And I think we're in great hands if, in fact, he represents what the future holds, not only for Missoula, but for America in general. I think that in these trying times, it's so important to come to greater world understanding and to have a greater world view. And the photo represents an initial experience of a different culture and a different religion. And I think it speaks so powerfully to the experience that Ian had and to experiences that we would like all of our students to have. I certainly congratulate Ian and wish him the best as he continues really to serve as an ambassador, not only for the program, but for what we as a society, I believe, want our high school students and our college students to embody. So I appreciate the support of the Mansfield Center, the University of Montana, the City of Missoula, and certainly the community for supporting such endeavors, and offer my sincere congratulations to Ian and wish him nothing but the best.
Okay. Thank you, Mark. Now we'll hear from Mayor Engen.
Thank you. I feel underdressed and overwhelmed. Lovely to see all of you today. We appreciate you all being here. So it turns out Ian is literally 1 in a million. That's kind of a big deal. And I will note for the record that he is going to matriculate from my alma mater, Hellgate High School, which go Knights, right? Pretty fantastic. Our relationship with Missoula County Public Schools, with the University of Montana, and with the Mansfield Center has borne tremendous fruit over the years. And it turns out that the world is a big place, but it's made smaller when we get to know each other. And the fact that Ian, at his tender age, has had a chance to learn a lot more about the world and bring that back to Missoula, Montana, is a testament to the community and those collaborations and the good work that's done at the Mansfield Center. I want to certainly acknowledge Dina and also Dr. Abraham Kim, who directs the Mansfield Center, who's here today as well. We hope that over time we can continue to fill this hallway with demonstrable and tangible products of those relationships and our effort to make the world a smaller place while making it bigger for all of us and lifting us all up. Here's my prediction. Missoula will be the international city of the state of Montana, and we're on that path today. And as these programs grow and change, and as tech companies and folks around the globe start to recognize what we have to offer here, both in terms of quality of life, in terms of education, in terms of simple humanity, more and more people from around the world will be attracted to this place, and they will lift us up, and we will collaboratively make a better Missoula over time. As I want to do, I'm going to proclaim, because I can. Ladies and gentlemen, whereas the Fulbright-Hays Act of 1961 enables the government of the United States to increase mutual understanding between the people of the U.S. and people of other countries by means of educational and cultural exchange, and whereas such activity strengthens the ties which unite us with other nations and contributes toward the development of friendly and peaceful relations between the U.S. and other countries of the world, and whereas the Maureen and Mike Mansfield Center of the University of Montana has a mission to support the people of Missoula in participating in international exchanges to support U.S. foreign policy goals and to deepen capacity to engage in a global economy, and whereas Hellgate High School student Ian Knight has represented Missoula as an exchange participant in the U.S. Department of State American Youth Leadership Program and has won the grand prize in the 2017 Citizen Diplomacy Challenge for the photographic depiction of his Thailand exchange experience. And whereas this demonstrates the value of the U.S. Department of State places on expanded global engagement for the people of Missoula, as the Mansfield Center and the University of Montana collaborate with local government, businesses, and non-governmental partners to internationalize our community. Now, therefore, I, John Engen, Mayor of the City, Mayor of the City of Missoula and the State of Montana, hereby recognize this, the 20th day of March 2018, as International Exchanges Day, and I will hand this proclamation to you, Mr. Knight. Speech.
Thank you all for coming out today on the first official day of spring to celebrate the proclamation of International Exchange Day, and also to celebrate this photo that was taken by not only a wonderful staff member on my exchange program, but someone who's become a very close friend of mine, even though he lives across the globe. And there's been many great points touched about today about diplomacy and the value of exchange programs. And there were really many wonderful experiences through my trip through Thailand. Dina talked about how I traveled through many areas of Thailand. But I definitely feel that this photo is definitely probably the most powerful image from my experience in Thailand and something that was life-changing for me. And I really feel this photo is a very good example of the importance of diplomacy, especially for young Montana high school students, and where we live in mostly a rural state. And it gave me the opportunity and 19 other high school students to be able to go to Thailand. And along with getting to know more about Thailand, we also got to know more about people across the state. And overall, this was a really amazing program, and I've been very fortunate to have opportunities through my high school to be prepared for my classes and extracurriculars, and through the Mansfield Center to be able to go through this opportunity. And yeah, this was a really life-changing experience, and keeping pretty short, but yeah, please enjoy the weather while we have it today for the first day of spring. Thank you.
Great. Well, I want to thank Ian for being such a great representative of Montana and Montana students, and to thank you all for coming today.